What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Y'all know I got another banger for you, so kick back, relax, and come take a ride with your boy. We just got done watching the Jordan Brand Classic, man, an all-star game featuring some of the top prep players, girls and guys in the nation. The girls game did not disappoint, man. Team Air, Team Flight going at it for 4 quarters. And we just got a preview of some of the top freshmen coming in next season. I know I previewed in my last video talking about 5 names I think could make an instant impact. Some of them balled out in this game as well, but we're taking a look at a deeper list of players who shined in this game, who I think really put on display the skill set that they're bringing to the college game next season. I just gotta say though, man, Joyce Edwards, MVP of this game, officially stamped, man, in my opinion, as the #1 player in this class. She did it in the Nike Hoop Summit, putting Team USA on her back. She did it for her squad today in the Jordan Brand Classic when they fell down, put the team on her back. She can literally play any position on the floor and does everything well. She could be the best recruit Dawn Staley has ever brought to South Carolina when it's all said and done, man. And I know that's a bold statement, Gamecocks fans, but y'all done seen her. She is special. But before we get into all that, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. Join our memberships. We got that exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Now, let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Joyce Edwards led her Team Flight squad to the win, 111-103 in the Elam ending. It was exciting, man, and there was a lot of players that really stood out, but among them, the head of the class, the crown jewel, Joyce Edwards, out of Camden, South Carolina, who is heading to the Gamecocks to play South Carolina. She's so good, y'all, that Dawn Staley got them to create a major that wasn't at South Carolina before. They created a major for Joyce Edwards to come there, man. She's a 3-sport athlete, has over a 5.0 GPA, special on and off the court, but she had her handprints all over this game. When I say they had her down there guarding Koval at the 5, who is 6'4", Edwards was shutting her down. When they needed her on the perimeter, she was out there picking pockets and taking it coast to coast the other way. I mean, there's just nothing that she's not good at on the court. We're legitimately talking about a 6'2" wing that can play the 1 through the 5 for this group, man. Like, it's scary, the upside and the raw ability she has, the athleticism, how quickly she can get up and down the court. She can handle the basketball really well, gifted passer, unselfish, elite 3-level scorer, can shoot the 3, can get you off the dribble, is strong attacking the cup, embraces contact. She can finish with the left or the right. Great hands, great footwork. She's elite on the boards. Just a non-stop motor, man, and she won MVP of this game like she did at the Nike Hoop Summit as well. She is just special, and I know a lot of talent has come through the doors in Columbia. I know, speaking on her being the best player ever potentially, you got to think about Asia Wilson, of course, who's got a statue, but I think Edwards has that capability, man. Like, she just impacts the game without even having to score. She is just special, and her motor, her competitiveness, her footwork, her athletic ability, her intangibles, her basketball IQ, she's going to be an immediate impact player for the South Carolina Gamecocks. And I think, you know, they're going to build around her for the future, and they're going to continue to be in those national title races. But I tell you, she completely took over this game. Whenever they needed a big play on defense, she's out there blocking shots, getting steals, getting strips. She's running the other way, finding teammates in transition. She's, attacking the cup, paint touches. Elite. They could not keep her out of the paint, man. She is just going to be a dominant force in women's college basketball. It's honestly almost unfair that she's going to South Carolina. I don't think people realize, like, this class, of course, is going to be special with McDaniel and Tack as well, but I don't think people realize, like, how special Joyce Edwards is if you haven't seen her play. You just don't have a clue. She is elite, y'all. I'm telling you right now. We also had some other star power. Kennedy Smith, the USC Trojan, who we talked about in my last video as well. Southern California Player of the Year. back-to-back for Coach Gottlieb, landing Juju Watkins, and now she gets Smith, who's another 6'1" wing. And this class is special with wings, man. I don't know if we've ever seen this much versatility on the wings. These forward/guards, these 6', 6'1", 6'2" wings are going to be mismatch nightmares. Kennedy Smith is another 3-level scorer, super competitor, hyper active, gets up and down the floor, doesn't take plays off, and her and Juju are going to be a very tough duo to stop, because Smith is going to be able to knock shots to open things up. She's going to be able to attack the cup and get her own shot off the dribble. She guards the basketball multiple positions. She's long, she's solidly built, welcomes contact, and can really cause problems at the cup, man. She's getting to the rim anytime she wants to as well. She's just polished. Like I mentioned in my last video, she just does a lot of things well on the offensive side, and I love the motor. Her and Edwards both have those nonstop motors. They were on the same team at the Hoop Summit. This time they're competing against each other and get co-MVPs in this game, and it just shows you the talent that's coming in for USC, man. The reinforcements are on the way, and that Watkins and Smith combo, wherever they decide to play her, if it's at the 3 or the 4, she could play some at the 2. Like, she has that perimeter skill. I mean, she's out there giving buckets to her high school coach, man, that she just won a state championship for. But I love her game. I think she's a big-time scorer that's going to help USC fill some of those voids, some of those seniors, those upperclassmen that left the roster. But you bring in Raya Marshall, who's coming back as well in the post. They got a chance to bring in Kiki as well. From Stanford. Like, this could be a super team for USC. I'm telling you right now. But Smith should be an immediate impact player as well, and I think she will be one of those names to watch for National Player of the Year. Looking at, just speaking of family genes, man, Shaquille O'Neal, Zach Randolph's daughters were in this game. Yara O'Neal, as well as McKinley Randolph. Man, I didn't know Oneal was shooting the rock like that. She had 16 points in the first half for her team. She was lighting it up for 3. You know, she's 6'2", 6'3", has the size, has that Oneal bloodline, the physicality, can play in the post. But she's a legit perimeter threat. She can handle the ball, bring it up the court. She's not going to be out there getting ripped. Like, she's got legitimate perimeter skills at 6'3". She's just a knockdown shooter, though. I think we can all admit she's the best shooter in that family, man. Like, she's got range. She had no problem shooting over shorter defenders. She's going to be a walking mismatch for Florida, man. And they're bringing in a really talented class. And we'll talk about their point guard they got coming in as well a little later. But Oneal was out there hooping, man. She's big, she's physical, she can take her defender off the dribble, initiate that contact, drop the shoulder, finish through contact. She's skilled enough, knows how to use the rim to protect herself from those shot blockers. She's going to be an immediate impact player at Florida, I'm telling you right now. Just with her ability to shoot the basketball at that size and also get it off the dribble, man, another versatile wing in this class that can play inside and out, that is a big competitor herself, took a lot of tough shots, man. She was getting fouled out there, took it with stride, showed toughness, showed durability, and man, I'm just excited to see her team up with the other freshmen that we're going to talk about as well in this pick and roll game, because she's going to be able to pop out, knock down the 3, and be able to be a dominant force at the 4 spot as well, down low. Could command double teams. Also a gifted passer. Just well-rounded basketball player, man. And Randolph, you could say the same. Can shoot it. Can get it off the dribble as well. Big body. You know what I'm saying? Comes from her dad. Just physical. Has the mid-range game. Can post you up something tremendously. And we knew from the elbow and in she was going to be a special player. But she also can shoot the 3 as well. And she's got really good size for her position as well. She's heading to Louisville with Azalea Arenas, who, you know, Gilbert Arenas' daughter, who's also in this game. So I think she's going to be immediate impact, bringing a versatility that isn't currently in Louisville's lineup. They got a lot of good guards. They're bringing talent in to add to that backcourt, but they don't really have a whole lot of versatile wings. And that's what Mac Randolph will bring, is versatility with her shooting touch, her size, being able to just be impactful on the boards, block shots. She's going to be an immediate impact player for this team as well. Speaking of immediate impact players, man, Uconn has a special class coming in, man. This was my first super good look at Morgan Cheli, who's gonna be another versatile guard. She's really a guard, man. They have her as like a forward, and I just she's a wing. She's definitely a wing. She has really good guard skills, perimeter skills, can handle the rock, run the pick and roll. Great passer, like she was getting other teammates involved. She can shoot the rock. She was aggressive late, man. Really started hunting her shot. I like her ability to use her length to extend over the defense at the cup. She moves well, and she's just another player that understands how to play the game. I think she's going to fit in really well and give Uconn another big guard next to Paige Beckers who can do some things. I know they got Zabel coming in as well, who hit some big threes for her squad late in the Elam ending. But these two guards coming in, I think, are really going to be impactful, man. I know you still have AZ Fudd, Aubrey Griffin, KK Arnold, Ashlyn Shea, but add these two freshmen in as well, man. Chelly got game. She's a competitor. She's confident out there, man. You can tell that she's not afraid of the big moment. I like that her team trusted her with the ball, and she delivered in some big moments, man. Great decision maker, just really, really gifted offensively. Hustles on defense as well. Wasn't out there taking plays off. This did not feel like an all-star game at all, y'all. Like, this was a very competitive game. And I love my first look at Chelly, man. I think she's skilled, 3-level scorer, not afraid to touch the paint and attack the cup. She's talented, man. I think she's going to fit right in at Uconn and what they like to do. Give them a different look with another big guard in this lineup whose length could cause some disruptions for teams. The smallest player on the court had the biggest shot, hit the game winner. Zam Jones out of North Carolina, plays at North Pitt. Her hometown has less than 1,200 people that live there, man. We're talking about a 5-star recruit who has been ranked since she was in middle school. Could have went and played in any powerhouse in the nation for high school. Stayed at the crib and became a hometown hero, taking her talents to NC State. And she's another gifted point guard for this group, man. I think she has kind of made her case. We didn't get to see Jelani Cambridge in this game, but I think Jones has made her case as maybe the most gifted passer in this class, man. She's super quick, nasty first step, has the floater, has deep range on her three, is just a pesky defender, quick hands, great lateral movement. You're not going to blow by her. You pair her with a Zia James as well as Sanaya Rivers, a big guard, and then you add in Jones to this group, man. You're talking about a pass-first guard who can absolutely get a bucket. I love her touch around the rim, man. She has that floater in the bag that every small guard must have. Great decision maker, elite ball handler, sensational in the pick and roll. She's just going to be another dynamic in this backcourt for NC State as they look to get back to the Final Four next season, man. I think she's going to bring that element of being a more complete point guard. Sanaya Rivers doing her thing at dog camp, so I think she comes back, but Jones a little bit more talented right now just because, one, she can shoot the basketball. Now, that's no shade to Rivers because she's got that mid-range game, but Jones has deep three-point range. She can really provide a spark if she's coming off the bench, having her run that second unit. You can trust her with the basketball. She's going to make plays, and you have to respect her range. But if you get too close, man, she does have the talent to blow by you. She made really good plays. She's a point guard that I think other star players are going to love to have because she gets that ball out quick, and she's always got her head up looking to advance the basketball, looking to share the rock. And if you're open, because she has some no-look, she can thread the needle, y'all. If you're open, Jones is absolutely going to find you. Sticking with the ACC, man, Toby Fournier, another 5-star recruit that's going to Duke University. Coach Kara Lawson doing a great job with her class. They did miss out on Sarah Strong, but they have some reinforcements coming to help boost that front court with the loss of Kennedy Brown. But Fournier, she's popular. Her clips go viral. You've probably seen her dunking the basketball. So you know she's hyper athletic. She's long at 6'4" and runs the floor like a gazelle. Her mobility is going to be an issue for other bigs trying to stick with her, man. And she's an elite shot blocker. I didn't realize that about her game. Like the timing, the length, the way she elevates off the floor so quickly. Fournier is an elite shot blocker, and I think she has a chance to slot in at that 4 spot for Duke. those guards, they like to run it, dude. She's going to be able to get up and down the floor and really get some easy transition layups. She showed great touch, great hands, really nice footwork, and like I said, her defensive presence, man. She's skinny. She's stronger than she looks, though. She has a thin frame, but she's a lot stronger than she looks. Taking contact, bodying up against bigger players. They'll have her in the weight room, but I think just raw athletic ability and her skill set that isn't talked about enough. She really is a good basketball player who absolutely happens to be a very elite athlete as well. But I was really impressed with her shot blocking, her ability to get up and down the floor, beat other bigs in transition, and really find herself with some easy transition layups. So I think she will be a walking mismatch. I love the just defensive prowess, like we said, natural shot blocking, not going to pick up a lot of fouls, can guard on the perimeter a little bit as well, multiple position athlete at her spot, at that forward spot. Can handle the ball a little bit as well, and shoots the three. So I think she's going to be an immediate impact player and have a chance at that ACC Freshman of the Year award as well. We mentioned Florida earlier with Miara Oneal, but Olivia McGill, who is the highest rated player to ever commit to Florida on the women's basketball side, elite point guard out of Hopkins who breeds really, really good guards. We know Paige Beckers came out of there in Minnesota. She plays the game really fast. Like, she's one of the quickest basketball players with the ball, one of the quickest guards, one of the most explosive first steps that we've seen. She's kind of stocky, got those shoulders square. Like, if she gets you on the hip, she's getting around you to the cup. Like, she's extremely tough to stay in front of, and, you know, the squad that she was going against really didn't have an answer for her. She got in the paint whenever she wanted. Missed a couple bunnies, but still love what I saw, just the pace that she plays with. She can shoot the rock as well. Another elite guard in the pick and roll, man. When you think of Cambridge, when you think of Jones, you got to think of McGill as well. Just a really good decision maker. And this basketball is so much dependent on the pick and roll now. You have to have a point guard that can make plays. And McGill is bringing that to Florida. I think her and Oneal are going to be unstoppable in that pick and roll. With O'Neal's versatility and McGill's scoring prowess, she's so hard. If she gets a switch and gets a big on her, good night. It's a blow by. I'm telling you right now. But I think she did a really good job of just being aggressive, making good decisions, showing that she can play with pace, change gears, and she was just really difficult to guard, man. She's going to be a tough matchup every night she's on the court. And I love what Florida did, just addressing some departures, adding talent. They bring some talent back, but I think these freshmen are going to have a chance to be immediate impact players, man. So I'm excited for the future. There were some more players we could have talked about, but those were several that I just wanted to lock in on and focus. And we'll keep talking about this 2024 class as the season progresses on, getting closer to next season, because we saw what the 2023 class did and the impact players and some national champions as well in this class. And now we get another preview, a free preview. Shout out to NBA YouTube. Just a spectacle of the talent that's coming in next season, man. It's gonna be exciting. I don't think there will be a drop-off. If anything, this class has the opportunity to be even more special than next year because there's so much versatility, man. All these players that are 6 foot plus that do a lot of really good things and have a lot of great ball skills, man. It's going to be exciting to see. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the latest and the greatest. Holler at your boy, man. Let me know. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, hey, we out.